Pulse, respiration, blood pressure are all okay. His name's Lee Roddick. You should be expecting him.
Drug overdose.
Yeah, crack cocaine. Stupid prat swallowed a lump of it. Enjoy the stomach pump, mate.
What happened this morning?
We did a 4 a.m. raid on a crack house, and the dealer decided to try and withhold some evidence in his mouth.
Self-inflicted overdose, then?
That's about the size of it, Gov. But we did get a result, recovered a bag of cocaine and made 2 arrests. Dave Zander, the bloke whose flat it is, and Claudia Morris, Ruddock's girlfriend.
Taped interview with Claudia Morris. Those present D.I. Johnson and D.C. Lyons. Commencing at 8:15. I must caution you that you don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Understand?
Yeah.
Right then, Claudia. You were arrested this morning at 134 Stanby House, Cockcroft Estate, on suspicion of possessing controlled drugs with intent to supply. Can you tell us what you were doing at that address at 4:30 this morning?
I wasn't doing anything. I just went there to crash out.
Why there?
I went to see my boyfriend.
And he is?
You know who he is. Lee Ruddick, the poor sucker who ended up in hospital.
The flat belongs to a David Zander. Do you know him?
No, Lee does.
At the time of your arrest, we found a large quantity of what we believe are illegal drugs in the kitchen of the premises. Did you know they were there?
No.
Did you see a plastic bag containing a white powder at all?
No.
Lee Ruddick, your boyfriend, we believe he's dealing in crack cocaine.
Lee isn't a drug dealer.
Did you see anyone taking drugs while you were at the flat?
No.
Lee put something in his mouth at the time of his arrest. Did you see that happen?
People do eat, you know. Doesn't make him a drug dealer, though, does it?
Don't know why the DI bothered to try and get this stuff out of his mouth anyway.
Well, you saw the state of him. What was she supposed to do?
It's a load of fuss about nothing. A little lump of crack like that's not going to kill him, is it?
Well, maybe not, but she still got the sample out of his mouth, didn't she? Well, there we've got it. Could be a little bit of extra evidence, couldn't it?
Mr. Zander, you were arrested at your flat this morning, 134 Stanby House, on suspicion of possessing controlled drugs with intent to supply. What can you tell us about that?
No comment.
I have advised my client to say nothing at this time.
Why is that, Ms. Amherst?
My client is feeling very tense and very tired. I think that it would be better for him to make no comment at this time.
I see. OK, Mr. Zander, if that's what you want. Interview terminated 8:41, but you will remain here in custody until you're feeling up to answering our questions, OK?
Gov. Roach's just been on a blow from the hospital. Roddick snuffed it.
What?
Now, it's not been confirmed, but you think it might have been caused by compression of the brain.
How? He OD'd?
Seems like he also picked up a bang in the head.
Suzi, the sample I raked out of Ruddick's mouth.
Oh, yeah. All yours, Gov.
It might have been an idea if it had gone to St. Hugh's with the suspect.
Oh, you never said anything. We all knew what he'd taken, so I assumed it was an exhibit.
Oh, well, never mind. Too late to worry about it now. Thanks.
You sure there was no breach of the codes of practice?
The raid was carried out absolutely by the book, sir.
Well, I've had to call in the CIB. They're on their way. We'll have to wait till after the post-mortem report to know the cause of death. Any luck with the drugs inquiry?
Ruddick's girlfriend has denied everything.
Does she know yet about his death?
Not yet. I wanted to take her round and search her address before the hysterics begin.
You reckon the place? I only rent it, you know. What about my landlord?
Any complaints, refer him to me.
Gov! Been putting in a lot of overtime, Claudia.
Detective Superintendent Floyd, CIB.
Hello.
DS Notley.
Hello. Please, take a seat.
DCI Meadows has given us some background.
Death in police custody. Lee Ruddick pronounced dead at 8:40 at St. Hugh's Hospital following a drugs raid.
We'll need to speak to everyone who was involved.
Yes, of course.
Starting with the officer in charge.
Good luck, Gov.
Well, if there's anything else you need.
We'll give you a shout, sir.
Right.
Come in.
D.I. Johnson.
Detective Superintendent Floyd. D.S. Notley. Take a seat.
Coffee?
No, thanks.
We're conducting an inquiry into the death of Lee Ruddock while in police custody. The first thing we'd like is some background to the operation.
I was in charge of the raid. DC Lines actually set it up. Here's a list of everyone involved.
According to this, there were 15 personnel on the scene.
That's correct, myself included.
DC Carver and PC Hollis were down the drains. PCs Garfield and Stamp were below the flats with dragon lights.
Mr. Ruddock remained inside the flat, did he?
Yes, sir, until the ambulance took him away. He was here, in the bedroom, which is where I was.
Okay. Well, if you just run through what happened.
We went into the room. Ruddock was here. He picked up a chair and smashed the window. I think it was his intention to throw away a lump of crack cocaine he had.
He didn't succeed.
No, sir. There was a curtain across the window, so instead he put the drugs into his mouth. I tried to intervene, but couldn't stop him.
Did you think his life was in danger?
He just put a lethal drug inside his mouth, sir.
Crack's not usually lethal.
In the quantity he took, I would have thought it was.
And you had no other motive for trying to extract the substance?
No.
Did Mr. Ruddock resist your physical attempts to extract the substance from his mouth?
He struggled a bit.
Had he been handcuffed?
Myself and DC Lines put plastic cuffs on his wrist just after he'd put the stuff into his mouth.
With his arms behind his back?
Yes, sir, behind his back.
Who was in the room when this struggle occurred?
DC Lines, PC Quinnen, WDC Croft, and Claudia Morris, Ruddock's girlfriend. They were all inside the room. Some of the other officers also looked in.
I see. So, quite a few witnesses then?
Yes, sir. Quite a few.
What do you mean he's dead?
He had a blood clot on the brain. He never regained consciousness.
She knocked him out, that's why. She had to get her fingers in his mouth, get her evidence, didn't she?
Come off it, you saw with your own eyes. Lee stuffed his mouth with drugs.
That doesn't mean he had to smash his head in, does it?
Claudia Morris has just made a complaint against you. For the time being, you're off her case.
Are you saying I'm suspended, sir?
I just ask you not to leave the premises or discuss it with anyone. Chief Superintendent Brownlow has requested an urgent investigation. I've called in a full CIB inquiry team.
So what exactly is her allegation against me?
That you're responsible for the murder of Lee Ruddock.
How long do you reckon before we get interviewed? How long's a piece of string?
Do you really need us, Sarge? We weren't even in the flat, we were downstairs.
You'll still be interviewed. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't discuss anything to do with the case, all right?
Sarge.
OK, chaps?
Oh, yeah. Join the party.
How long's this going to take, then?
Don't ask. Just thought I'd let you know. I got sweet FA out of Claudia. Johnson,
Yes, thanks, Gov.
I'll have a go at Xander. See if I can get him to do some talking. Now, there was something else. One of the CIB officers has been talking to the pathologist.
Well, surely they haven't got a PM report already.
Well, apparently this was off the record. The good news is the substance consumed by Ruddock was a cocaine-based drug.
Nice to know I got something right, Gov. And the bad news?
It wasn't the cause of death. It seems he died as a result of a blow to the head.
Well, all I can say is he must have had an incredibly soft skull.
So he did get a clout on the head.
I suppose he could have hit his head when we were struggling.
But you were trying to save his life. It wasn't the evidence you were fighting over.
I was acting on impulse, Gov. There was no cut to his head, no blood, nothing.
Did you tell the CIB this? Well, there's no need to panic. We've got plenty of witnesses, and it's only Claudia's word against ours.
You were in the bedroom holding the torch.
Yes, sir.
Did you see the scuffle between D.I. Johnson and Mr. Ruddock?
Yes.
Describe what you saw.
Ruddock put the lump of crack in his mouth, and the day I asked him to spit it out. He ignored her, so she tried to take it out.
And then what happened?
Well, they struggled for a few seconds and then they both fell over on the bed.
Was Mr. Ruddock conscious?
No, he passed out, sir. He was foaming at the mouth.
What do you think brought about Mr. Ruddock's sudden state of unconsciousness?
Well, it was a crack taking its toll on him, sir.
Did you see Mr. Ruddock bang his head at all?
No, sir. No, definitely not.
Thank you very much, officer. That's all.
I don't know whether you realise, Mr. Zander, but since our first attempt to interview you, a man has died.
Who's died?
Your mate, Lee Ruddock.
He ain't my mate.
Mr. Zander, if you're not ready to answer questions, then I suggest you say nothing.
So what was he doing in your flat between 5:30 yesterday tea time and 4:30 this morning?
He just gave me a bell and showed up.
So what was he doing in your place all that time?
This and that. Watching telly, you know.
Look, Mr. Zander, a man has died, so I'll put my cards on the table. Was Lee Ruddock dealing drugs from your flat? It doesn't matter what you say, you can't hurt him, Dave.
I don't want to speak bad of the dead, but he was taking the urine. He invites himself and this woman round to my place, and before I know what's happened, he's turned my place into a crack house.
So why did you let them stay?
I wanted to help him out.
Well, he gave you a couple of rocks of crack, did he? Look, I'm not interested in your personal habits. All I'm interested in is finding out exactly what was going on.
Yeah, he gave me 1 or 2 rocks, but I had nothing to do with the dealing. That was Lee, that was.
And what about the girlfriend, Claudia Morris? What was her involvement in all this?
Ain't his woman. She's just some prossy he paid to do the freebasing for him.
And by freebasing, you mean manufacturing crack?
Yeah.
So Claudia manufactured the drugs and Lee sold them?
Yeah, that's right.
DC Lines, you organised the raid on 134 Stanby House.
That's right, sir.
Were you in the bedroom all the time that D.I. Johnson was?
Yes, sir.
Did you see D.I. Johnson and Mr. Ruddock have a scuffle?
Yes, sir. Mr. Ruddock took what looked like a large quantity of drugs. D.I. Johnson tried to get them out of his mouth. Mr. Ruddock resisted and then passed out on the bed. I would have stepped in myself if the D.I. hadn't.
You'd have conducted an illegal, intimate search in Mr. Ruddock's mouth?
In order to preserve his life, so yes.
Weren't you aware that crack cocaine actually wakes a person up rather than knocks them out?
No, sir, I wasn't.
Did you see Mr. Ruddock receive a blow to the head at any time?
Absolutely not, sir.
You didn't see him bang his head on anything?
The only thing I saw Mr. Ruddock bang his head on was a pillow.
I've been asked by the Cockcroft community leaders to go down and explain the circumstances.
In the middle of a CIB inquiry?
Well, I don't think I'm going to be telling them anything they don't already know.
I don't want the media getting hold of some half-baked stories, Derek. As soon as the CIB have finished their investigation, then I'll issue a press statement.
Look, a brief chat with them now might stop any misguided allegations of a cover-up.
All right, but be discreet. Nothing confrontational.
Detective Inspector Johnson, I must caution you that you do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so. But what you do say may be given in evidence.
I understand.
Detective Inspector Johnson, I refer to an incident that took place at approximately 4:30 this morning at 134 Stanby House. During a struggle between yourself and Mr. Lee Ruddock, did you see him hit his head at all?
As Mr. Ruddock and I fell over onto the bed, he may have hit himself on the bedside cabinet, but it was only a glance.
At the point in time when Mr. Ruddock fell over and possibly hit his head, were you actually physically in contact with him?
I landed on top of him, sir. I fell with him.
So you were in contact with him when his head may have struck the cabinet?
Yes.
Just before you fell. You previously told us that you were trying to put your fingers into Mr. Ruddock's mouth. But he kept his mouth closed.
That's correct.
So you were pushing against his face? Hard enough to shove him over?
Definitely not, sir. We were struggling and he tripped.
With his arms cuffed behind his back?
He'd just taken some drugs, sir. I didn't push him.
Claudia Morris claims that in your eagerness to retrieve the evidence from Mr. Ruddock's mouth, she saw you deliberately bang his head.
That's not true, and it's her word against mine and all the other witnesses that were in the room.
Neville.
Derek, thanks for coming down.
That's right. Look, I thought it best if you had an informal chat, then I could let you in on a few facts.
All right, come on in. I hope you don't mind Lee's family sitting in with us. Chief Inspector Conway. You know the committee members?
Yes.
This is Mrs. Ruddock, Lee's mother, Rose and Michael, Lee's sister and brother.
My condolences.
Over to you then, Derek.
Well, as you'll probably appreciate, I can't discuss the case in any great detail while there's an ongoing Scotland Yard inquiry. But their findings will be relayed to you as soon as possible.
You come all this way to tell us that?
What we'd like to know is why a flat on our estate was raided and how Mrs. Ruddock's son perished as a result of that raid.
I can't answer those specific questions at this time, but if you wait for the report...
How comes a load of coppers went into the flat and my brother comes out dead?
I'm afraid, at the moment, I don't know the answer to that.
He had bruises. The blood clot on the brain. Are you telling me that nobody know how that happened?
I'm saying we won't know until after the inquiry.
It's just a whitewash.
Don't bother to say anymore. I'm not stupid. You can't pull the wool over my eyes.
I'm not trying to, Mrs. Ruddock.
Whichever one of you did this, they're dead meat.
I thought it only fair, sir, to let you know the situation. Having interviewed all the witnesses, I'm sending my report to the DPP. The Police Complaints Authority might request D.I. Johnson be suspended from duty.
On what evidence?
Apparently not one of the officers in the room at the time saw Mr. Ruddock fall over and injure his head. And that seems somewhat suspicious to me, don't you agree?
My officers told you what they saw. You think my DI is capable of murder? On the word of an embittered suspect who's held in custody on drugs charges? You can't be serious.
I'm deadly serious, sir.
Now that Xander's spilled the beans, I'm going to expose Claudia Morris to the CIB for the dishonest little tart that she really is.
Well, don't spare the thumbscrews on my account, will you, Gov?
Xander's told us everything, Claudia. He says you manufactured the drugs in the microwave while he's selling them in the parlour.
It's his word against mine.
We've got cocaine, we've got bicarbonate of soda, we've got knives, spoons, bowls, chopping boards, microwaves, even the bloody kitchen sink. And I'll put money that your prints are plastered all over them.
I told you, I never saw any drugs.
You never saw any drugs. So you didn't see a really great plastic bag full of white powder in the kitchen. You didn't see a stream of punters in the dining room sitting on the floor having a toke. So what are you, blind? Or are you just a compulsive liar?
I'm not a liar.
Really? Well, we were watching Xander's flat last night.
Don't believe you.
We've got photographs. Punters coming and going. Lee wandering around with his mobile phone doing deals. You in the kitchen.
See through curtains, can you?
We saw Lee and Dave Xander put the blankets over the windows. But we got quite a bit by then. Now, if you're going to deny that you saw anything, I'd consider your position very carefully.
If you've got all this evidence, why don't you just charge me?
I want to give you a chance.
What chance?
Do you know how serious producing a Class A drug with intent to supply is?
Surprise me.
We're not just looking at a slap on the wrist, you know, like it is for possession. We found £3,000 worth of crack in Xander's flat. We found nearly £5,000 in cash in your bedsit. Now, on that scale, the judge is going to treat you just a little better than he would a murderer. You could be looking at life.
You are?
Shocks you, does it? Well, you think about it. Because when you get out, you'll be the oldest hooker in town.
You can't do this to me. What do you want me to say?
That's up to you, Claudia.
Supposing I did know that Lee was dealing, but I wasn't involved, would I still be hard up for intent to supply?
Well, I couldn't say at the moment, but I suppose it could be put down to possession.
Would you get me what?
Well, theoretically, a person with no previous for drugs could get off with a caution. But I can't say in your case. It depends what evidence we turn up.
Can I have a fag?
DCI Meadows is offering the suspect a cigarette. He's now giving her a light.
I did see what Lee was doing.
And what was that, Claudia?
He was washing up crack in the microwave.
Manufacturing crack cocaine?
Yeah.
And what did he do with it?
He sold it. People came round to the flat and he sold it to them. But I had nothing to do with it, and that's the truth.
So earlier, when you said you hadn't seen any drugs in the flat, you were lying. For the benefit of the tape, the suspect is nodding her head in agreement. And you were lying when you said you didn't know that Mr. Lee Roddick was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
You do a lot of lying, do you?
Yeah. When it suits me.
Claudia Morris has withdrawn her complaint.
Rather a sudden change of mind, isn't it?
Oh, she's a very impulsive girl, sir.
Sign there, please. You understand you're being released to reappear at this station in a month's time. Might not be decided whether you're charged or not.
We'll see, shall we?
Okay, Narika. Seems to think she's got away with it scot-free, sir.
Yeah, well, it looks like we won't be asking the CPS to take any further action.
How come?
It's flimsy evidence. It's Sanders' word against the girls. There's no point in pushing it to court.
So she just walks away from a charge for producing Class A drugs?
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? Cheers, Gov.
Thanks, Tosh.
Just a little.
Thank you, Gov.
Sorry,
I thought it was a bit touch and go there for a minute.
Ew.
Excuse me.
You must have come with us, not Liam Floyd.
Not Liam Floyd, yeah.
D.I. Johnson? Yes, sir. I'll be right along. I'm just popping along to see the Chief Super. Keep it warm for me?
Yeah.
Come in.
Sir.
Oh, I've just had a telephone conversation with Mrs. Roddick.
The mother?
Yes. Do sit down. On the advice of a lawyer from the Cockcroft Committee, she's decided that if the DPP don't press charges, she's going to take out a private prosecution against you.
And what exactly does she propose to take me to court for, sir?
The murder of Lee Roddick.